We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw right away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. His throw incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. He may go. And into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er James. They scored a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
For the set, I put a ball for that. We win the game, it's going to be because of defense.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
TV. Chase. Facebook. Share this flag. Okay, we kick it. Let's go.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines.
She did and stole all our people.
You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine me.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
You start.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is Mr. Davis. In motion goes the tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton. 32 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
21 Scott. Maybe one of the teams that don't come back and can go down to. It's all right.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They go play action here. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Purdy. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
Tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Purdy looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
What down is it? What down is it? Down and go. Cheap.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is off target to the right. Never had a chance, not even close. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
Right there,
that's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would and explain that one.
He'll drop this down to Williams, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Nix to the air. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And it's Nix. Buying time to his left. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On play action, here's Nix. He's got room to roam. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He ain't scored, man. You ain't coming up.
Back to the air with Nix.
Coming up in this house, bro. You ain't coming up in this house. What you talking about?
What I'm seeing from this
Coming
defense
up, yes.
because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Dancing to his left. Touchdown Broncos. Lucas Kroll from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to put on a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
He's got a man complete.
Come on. Yeah,
still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerome Jones, 75 yards. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
This Niners, bro, you forgot they got that in their pocket.
I don't think you can get any more
just like that already in their pocket.
Word you want to use in that, man. One
right up in their pocket.
75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Steps away. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they will come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete. Final play of the half, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. First half.
Show me what you made. Show me what you made.
Outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, to force a quick punting situation. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Yeah, the most
curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays, big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. First and 10 here. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Kicking field goals, Adrian doing this 2 field goals down there. That's like that. You ain't give me.